Hey, I'm Sohail Malad. I'm the CEO of Oral Surgery Partners. Oral Surgery Partners is a network of oral surgery practices across the country. We operate in 26 states, about 82 locations with 130 surgeons. Sure, I think the most important thing in selecting a partner for your technology services is, do they understand your business? That's number one. Do they relate to the people who they're serving, which is our oral surgeons and their teams of clinicians that do phenomenal work for our patients every day. And when it came to, understanding the fit and the cultural fit, that was the most important thing. And then of course it's competency and knowledge of our software and our hardware. The ease of the conversations, I would say. Well, first of all, I had heard about TST just through other professionals in the oral surgery community. It's a very small community, and we're friends. And so I was able to call a peer CEO of another platform, and he had nothing but great things to say, which is the best endorsement anybody could ask for. And then from there, I met Todd, and I met the team, Will, and so many others that make up TST, and I just found them to be very easy to speak to. I found them to be very transparent, and most importantly, the competency spoke volumes. Well, what's funny is I was at an event in San Diego a few weeks ago, and Todd was there, and I think he knows more oral surgeons, more people in the profession than most do. I think he spends a lot of time getting to understand who he's working with, building relationships, and you can just see that in the way he interacts with people. And I know TST is far more than Todd, of course, but I think he imbues a culture within TST that really cascades just about everybody I've worked with at TST. From my perspective, I don't know much about it, which is exactly what I would want, which is, when things are not going well, I tend to hear about it. When things are going well, it's silence. The good thing is, after onboarding, I get a report from TST, and it includes quotes and commentary, and that's how I actually find out that people are very happy. Now that can be fabricated, or that could be cherry picked, but I actually, in actually talking to my team, I find out no, they're very happy. So that's a good thing. It's good that I don't hear much. From an operational efficiency perspective, there's so much time that goes in between what is this issue. So somebody can come in and software that they've used doesn't work, or it's loading really poorly. And I think that prior to TST, that person would spend potentially hours on the phone working with an IT vendor to troubleshoot. The difference with TST is you guys know the software so well that troubleshooting time, it gets compressed into like a fraction of it. And that's great, because you're taking the burden off of a team member to have try to diagnose IT that they're not familiar with, and we're putting it back to the vendor, or not, in our case, our partner, TST. TST has helped redefine what a good partner within the scope of information technology should provide. I guess I would say, I'm saying this genuinely, is they reset the bar of what I should expect. As we progress in this relationship, what I'm most excited about is, as I get to work with Carl and others, I'm most excited for my position about how I can use technology to transform the business, because the fun stuff is yet to come. I mean, there's so much happening with AI, whether it be what we're seeing in Scribe software, the new cloud-based practice management systems, and getting the expertise from Carl, Todd, Will, the team, is going to be the most exciting part. So right now, I think the best is yet to come. Yeah, I think So much is changing in the world of technology. I don't even know if I can foresee what the future patient relationship and experience is going to be like at our clinics, because so much is going to be transformed in terms of what we can do. I mean, already I'm starting to see it. So it's hard to say what the future is going to be like, but what I can tell you is that I feel so much more rest assured that Todd and the entire TST team are going to be there to navigate us along with the journey. Well, I would first tell them to do what I did, which is give me a call, give somebody who's a client of TST a call. And then, you know, we're in a business of service. My job is to ensure that those that are working very hard to take care of our patients are being supported by us. And so what I would really care about is service levels and making sure that, you know, as they explore the relationship with TST, that they understand that, you know, what they're getting is a professional organization that will hold itself accountable to serving the needs of the clinicians who in turn serve our patients. The only thing I would say, which is differentiated TST, is it's one thing to have a competency in the space and to deliver great work, but then there's another thing to just be really easy to work with and to make sure that there's less friction in this. Is at the end of the day, so much of trust is earned by having that relationship. And I think, like any good business partnership, it starts with having a relationship and a really easy dialogue between both parties. And I think that's what makes TST special.